We need to know things like what your strategic goals are and what you're up to regarding internal and external communication campaigns in order to achieve these goals. This is really vital for us to know this. It helps us to know how the event we create for you can dovetail into and complement existing campaigns. So if you have a major product launch coming up, for example, tell us all about how you're taking the key benefits and features of the product to market through advertising, social media, product roadshows, etc., etc. The more we understand about you, your products and services, and how you communicate already, the better our proposal will be coming back to you. It's also really important to tell us as much as you can about your brand personality and your people. If you make, I don't know, fashion products, your brand will be all about coolness, edginess, trend setting, etc. We need to know that. That helps us come up with a concept that will fit with your brand. And as we all know that every company is made up of people, your brand personality should be reflected in your staff. So tell us all about what makes your staff tick. What do they like and dislike? Are they highly visual and creative people, or more analytical, perhaps like solicitors, scientists or accountants? Are they flamboyant and extrovert, or are they the opposite, quiet and meticulous? This massively, and I do mean massively, affects what we do. Remember, your event should be tailored to really connect with your audience. So a sophisticated wine tasting team building event would probably appeal more to a senior management team as opposed to a group of young, goal-getting salespeople who might instead prefer something like an action-packed ski weekend. Just an example. Now let's start talking specifics, which might be a little bit more obvious to you. Tell us about the type of venue that you think your audience might feel most comfortable in. A five-star hotel conference is a totally different experience from a weekend team-building event in Snowdonia. What type of food do you want them to eat? Buffet or fine dining? Can they double up in twin rooms, or do they all need suites? How far will they be willing to travel? How do you want them to travel? Plane, car, train, etc. It's all pretty obvious, but don't assume that we'll know this. Remember, we might be pitching for the first time for your business, and we might not be that familiar with your culture. What about spare time? What do you want them to do in the spare time? And make sure you give them plenty of spare time. This is a subject requiring a presentation on its own. Golf, shopping, sightseeing, etc. Next up, the agenda.